Alright, in this video I'm going to go over what I typically do for the month of June on my Bermuda lawn. The list is long, but as I go through it, it's not in any particular order, so just keep that in mind. First off, if you haven't done so already, you want to get out there and aerate your lawn. Core aeration is an act of punching holes in your turf and pulling out grass plugs. What's that going to do is allow air, water, and nutrients to get down to the root zone. So core aeration is one of those things that you want to do in order to have a healthier turf. It's going to relieve compaction, and it has so much other benefits to it. This is the time to do it because as you poke 1,000 holes in your turf, your lawn will quickly recover from it. The other thing you want to do, if you haven't done so already, is level out or top dress your lawn. If you have a bumpy turf, this is the perfect time to do it. Lawn leveling is one of those things I've done in the past, and you want to use somewhere around 70 to 30% sand to compost mixture, or you can use plain sand. It's really up to you and a personal preference. If you want to top dress is also beneficial. You're going to add organic matter to the top of the surface, and your grass is just going to pop for the season. So any type of leveling or top dressing, you want to get out there and do it right now. Mowing is one of those things that's very underrated, and as the temperature heats up and your Bermuda grass starts to grow aggressively, you need to step up your mowing. If you're using a rotary mower, you got to get out there and mow at least twice a week. I like to get out there and mow every 3 to 4 days with a rotary mower. If you're using a real mower, you're probably mowing much more frequently. But for most people, with rotary mowers, you want to get out there, make a commitment to mow every 3 to 4 days. Your main goal is to take off as little clippings as possible. This will allow you to keep up with the aggressive growth of the Bermuda. And as you keep cutting little by little, your grass will be much more healthier and you'll have the consistent green look throughout your lawn. Because you're stepping up your mowing, you're gonna have to keep an eye on your mower blades. I find I have to sharpen my mower blades every month or every 6 weeks. So you want to stay on top of this and keep a sharp mower blade. Raising your height of cut. This is one of the practice I find I have to do as the summer kicks in. As the temperatures get hotter and hotter, I find I have to raise my height of cut in order to shade out the root system. Doing this, your lawn is able to withstand that intense heat. Now, Bermuda likes to be kept at 1 to 1.5 inches, and that is the general rule of thumb. But some rules are meant to be broken. I have been known in the past with my rotary mower to keep my height of cut at 2.5 or even 3 inches, and it still looks good. Your grass may be a little leggy, but if you keep up with the irrigation, your lawn is going to really look good. So don't be afraid to raise your height of cut if you need to. And sometimes you really don't have a choice but to raise your height of cut, only because you may have a bumpy lawn, and as you're mowing, you're probably just scalping the lawn. So those of you who don't have a choice, raising your height of cut is a must. Irrigation is one of those things you're gonna really have to monitor. My Bermuda lawn needs about 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week. If you're not sure how long to water, you just take a tuna can, and as you're watering your lawn, see how long it takes to fill up that tuna can. That's 1 inches. The main goal you want to strive for is to water your lawn as infrequently as possible within the week. But sometimes that's not possible, especially as the temperature starts to rise and stays consistently hot. Typically, I like to get out there and irrigate my lawn every 3 to 4 days or twice a week. Sometimes I'll stretch it out to 3 times per week. It just depends on the weather and how hot it is. But the main thing is to monitor your irrigation levels. I have these water meters along my property. I have one attached to the fence and one in the soil near my garden beds. This gives me an idea of how much water I've had from Mother Nature, and if I need to supplement, I'll go ahead and supplement with my own irrigation. Feeding the lawn. Typically, I like to get out there and fertilize my lawn every 4 weeks. At a very light rate. I find I get much better results when I fertilize every 4 weeks at the lightest rate, as opposed to one heavy fertilization every 8 weeks. When you fertilize your lawn, you're going to push more growth, and this is the time to push growth. And as you push growth, Bermuda is going to fill in on those bare spots. So you want to push Bermuda growth, and you do that by feeding the lawn. Don't forget, because you're feeding the lawn, you're gonna have to also step up the mowing and watch your irrigation levels, so they all kind of go hand in hand. Weed control. Now, typically I avoid applying any type of weed and feed or any type of post-emergent on my lawn, only because those things usually have some type of temperature restriction. It's usually about 85 or 90 degrees, and if you apply any type of post-emergent on your lawn, when it's that hot outside, you risk damaging the turf. So I usually avoid applying any type of weed killer on my lawn. Because I apply the pre-emergent is going to do its job by preventing weeds. One of the best way to get rid of weeds is to not have them in the first place, and that's to prevent them. If you must use a post-emergent, what you want to do is read the label and adhere to the temperature restrictions. So let's say the temperature restrictions is listed for 85 degrees on the post-emergent that you want to use. What you want to do is apply it either in the early morning or late in the evening after the temperatures have dropped. Doing this will reduce the chances of having any type of turf damage on your lawn. It's not going to eliminate it, but it's going to reduce it. So like I said before, I usually avoid applying any type of post-emergent on my lawn. And what little weeds I have popping up, I just go ahead and pull them by hand. Lawn diseases is one of those things I'm going to watch out for this year. The main one that usually pops up is dollar spot. So I usually want to avoid late night waterings or evening waterings. The main goal is to not have any water sitting on the leaf blades during the overnight hours. Doing this is going to greatly reduce your chances of having any type of fungal issues. The final one on the list is bug control. This is the time when the bugs are going to start to come out in force. I've made numerous videos in the past about treating for bugs in your yard. I'll link it in the description right here. But basically, you want to treat your turf, you want to treat any woodline areas or low-lying bushes, and you want to treat your foundation. If you've done so already, you can usually skip this step for now. I like to go ahead and reapply my bug treatments every 2 to 3 months as a way to keep that bug population down. I've recently purchased a device called the Dynatrap. I got the idea from BYD from Bermuda Grass Central, and he's had success with it. So I've noticed I've had this for about 2 days and I've caught a good number of bugs in it. So I'm definitely giving this one a try, but the main thing about this is to try to keep it away from where people gather, usually about 20 feet. If you have any issues with bugs this season and you want to go out there and start to enjoy your lawn, I would encourage you to watch this video right here.